Justin Suffolk, officer in charge of the Wynnum District CLB for this time anyway. Police are investigating a burglary that occurred yesterday at Mount Cotton, on the Mount Cotton Road opposite the Ceremay Winery. The burglary included forced entry, and during the burglary there were a quantity of war medals stolen, Vietnam veteran medals, 5 in total. The owner of the medals is very distressed about the loss of the medals, having just lost her husband 5 months ago, the owner of the medals. Mrs Tibbett has approached us, obviously, made a complaint, and we've conducted an examination of the scene. The examination was quite promising. We've got some good things out of the examination. We're quite hopeful in relation to some of the forensics that have come out of that, and we are appealing for the public to assist us with any suspicious activity they saw opposite the winery yesterday around between midday and 3 p.m, which is when the offence took place. The lady, the owner of the medals, was out for lunch with her sister, and when she returned, it may be that they actually disturbed the offenders. Anyone that's got information in relation to the location of the medals or information about who may have been involved in this, encouraged to call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000 or the Cleveland CIB.
Did they take anything else?
Yeah, there was some jewellery taken, included some pearl earrings and a pair of earrings that were described to me as being earrings made of small gold coins with Chinese writing on them.
What's the value of these particular medals?
Well, the value is really in the sentiment to the actual person that's stolen the medals. They have probably very little value, but to the actual owner, she's very distressed about it, and they're heirlooms, and their sentimental value is pretty much the only value.
And what's the message for jewellers or second-hand shops that might come across these?
Well, the names, some of the medals should have Mr Tibbett's name on the reverse side, and I would suggest anyone that is offered medals for sale in the short term is to be very wary of those. I mean, it's very unusual that medals would be sold anyway, but they'd be encouraged to contact us, and more importantly, encourage the person involved to surrender them to the police. Obviously, she wants them back.
What's the incentive to steal medals? Can you extract, gold or something out of them?
I don't believe they actually are made of precious metal, not particularly these medals. I think it's a long time since medals were actually made of a considerable amount of gold anyway. Like to think that you could melt them down, I don't think there would actually be any value in that.
Can you elaborate on the forensics at all, what they did find then?
I wouldn't be at liberty to express exactly what has come from the scene, but needless to say, we are encouraged by some of the results.
We don't know if there was one person or a number of people. There were no sightings at all?
I wouldn't want to go into that, but no, I don't want to answer that.
Did it look like a random attack?
No, look, there's, unfortunately burglaries happen throughout the suburbs of Brisbane. The good news is over the last 4 burglaries in the Mount Cotton area in December, all were solved. So this is the one outstanding for December.
The police have had success in these kind of robberies before where the thieves have realised the value and returned them. So you're pretty confident that they might realise that they've done something that's quite heartless? Yeah,
that's right. And I think generally what happens is and the good thing about the media exposure is that people that are associated with these people, if they don't necessarily have the conscience to return them themselves, we generally have a lot of success with Crime Stoppers in cases like this. And we've even had cases where items of sentimental value have been returned to police stations via taxis and things like that. There are ways to do it without actually incriminating themselves, and another way is through Crime Stoppers. They can actually ring Crime Stoppers themselves and, anonymously and work out a way to get the property back to the rightful owner.
How's Judith doing?
She's quite upset about the loss of the medals. The jewellery, her earrings, she doesn't seem that upset about, but they even have sentimental value. I think one she said was for her one of her significant birthdays. They have sentimental value, but the main thing is the medals. I mean, she's a recent widower of this war veteran, and she obviously wants the medals back. I would suggest to maybe pass down the line.
What's the value of the jewellery?
I don't have those details with me.
Were any other areas robbed any other houses robbed in the area?